Hello guys, welcome back to Tiki Taka Football Channel.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Tiki Taka Football, and today I have my guy Jason all the way from the UK here with us today, and as usual we have David Majite over here with us. Today we'll be talking about Arsenal's poor form. They are in a relegation battle right now and we all don't know what they're up to. We'll also be talking about Manchester United being serious contenders for this league title. So let me start with Jason now, since you're an Arsenal fan.
Oh Lord.
What do you think is wrong with the Arsenal team at the moment?
See, there are so many problems in that Arsenal team. From the owner, them cronky people from the owner right down to the health staff, right down to the players. Aubameyang has gone completely missing. I don't know if when he flew back to Gabon, he left his feet there or they cursed him or what. Aubameyang has gone missing. Like I said, he never showed up. Xhaka needs to. We need to burn Xhaka's jersey. He does not deserve to be an Arsenal player anymore. After he got, let me talk about Xhaka for a second. After Xhaka got a red card, there was no apology. Gabriel apologized. Who else? Pepe apologized. Xhaka, who's supposed to be one of the leaders on the team, no apology, no statement to the world, no statement to the fans. That shows us how much he cares. Evidently, not a lot. On to the manager. I think Arteta has gotten ahead of himself. I think he thinks he's a great manager when he hasn't proved anything. Yes, he served under Klopp. I said Klopp. Yes, he served under Pep, but that does not give you any credibility. You can talk and you can say, yes, we have many things to do in Arsenal, we have work to do, but there is no concrete evidence and there's no results. Since he's come to Arsenal, there's been no results. This is one of our worst starts in the Premier League ever. Like, ever.
You made mention of something that he has no results. He won an FA Cup for you, so what do you have to say about that?
If I'm being honest, as an Arsenal fan, it was very nice to win that FA Cup. But in that match, we sat back. We played like a lower half team. We sat back and waited for Man City to come on to us, and we got them on counter-attacks. Both times.
But think about it, he got the job done.
But that's not Arsenal's football.
So what is Arsenal's football?
We play nice, attractive, stylish football. What is 5 at the back? Why are we playing such a defensive? We play a 5 back at home. At home. Why would we play a 5 back at home? Against teams that we should be destroying 5 or 6-0, if we are being honest. Against a team like Burnley. That's shocking. That's shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Okay, let me bring David into this. I can see your man is livid at the moment. And I want to share your views. What do you think about Jason's concerns about Arsenal playing 5 at the back? And because obviously they're not good enough. That's why they're playing 5 at the back. That's why they're dropping points against teams that they are supposed to be beating. So what do you think about Arsenal's performances?
I think I'll side with Jason with this one, because even if you're not good enough, I'd rather prefer my team losing, going for the match, than sitting back and losing as well. So at least at home, like for example, like I said, against Aston Villa, I don't know why you're playing 5 at the back against Aston Villa, because I understand you're doing well alright this season, but then you're Arsenal, you shouldn't give them that much respect. At least play 4 at the back, 2 CDMs, 1 CM, and your front 3. So at least there will be a little creativity, even though you don't have an actual creator. At least Ceballos can do something, you never know.
The creativity in Arsenal is non-existent. It's non-existent. Yo, listen, Aubameyang doesn't score with his head. Lacazette rarely scores with his head. All we play is cross into the box. Like say it be cross training. Like
say it be what?
Cross training. Like say we did train one across is for what? Aubameyang is a striker with his feet, not with his head.
So what do you think about the light-skinned Danny Welbeck? What do you think about his performances after he signed the contract?
I think that contract may have gone to his head. I genuinely think that he says he wants to be an Arsenal legend and this and that. Yo, if you have that number 14 on your back, you need to carry the team. He goes missing in big games. The only big game that he hasn't gone missing in was that North London derby that he scored in. Apart from that, against big teams, Aubameyang is silenced completely. We rely on the likes of Saka, Tierney, players who have just come into the Arsenal team. We rely on people like Gabriel, who is one of our newest signings. And how disgraceful is it to say one of our newest signings is one of our best players? Wow, yeah. There's a lot that needs to change in Arsenal. There's a whole lot that needs to change in Arsenal.
So, David, let me come back to you. What do you think about Mesut Ozil being on the bench when Arsenal clearly lack creativity?
Okay, so with Ozil, they said it was for footballing reasons, but then I don't think that's true because Arteta played with Ozil, if I'm right, and he should know that Ozil is one of the best creators in the world. Yeah. I know he's no more than Real Madrid Ozil, but then he's still good enough to create, or he's better than what Arsenal have at the moment. So with that, it's clear enough for footballing reasons. It's probably something that has to do with the board or I don't know, the management. I don't know what's going on.
This is what I heard. You know, there's a lot of controversy with some China prosecuting Muslims or something. Yeah. Apparently, the board didn't like that Ozil spoke out about it, and because he didn't take back his statements, apparently that is why he's being shifted out of the club. But that's for them to decide.
So, Jason, do you think that Mikel Arteta should? Because I heard they missed out on Dominic Szoboszlai.
Oh yeah.
So do you think that he should reincorporate Ozil back into the side, or pull his pride to his chest and say that, you know what, get out of my team?
I would like him to reinstate Ozil. I would love to see Ozil playing in a 10 behind Pepe, Aubameyang and Lacazette. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Ozil has any chance of getting back into that Arsenal.
So what do you think is the best for the team?
Spend. But our owners, the Cronkies, do not want to spend on Arsenal. All the money that they get from Arsenal, they go and spend it on, what's the name of that stupid team? LA Rams, some American football team. And it's just like, well, we need investment. But yeah, I believe January, December, even next January, we should be looking to spend a whole lot of money and essentially rejuvenate the whole squad.
But does Arsenal have that money? That's the kind of
that's the $1 million question, isn't it?
Okay, so enough about Arsenal, because I think they are genuinely in the relegation battle. Okay, worst comes to worst. What if Arsenal go down
to the Championship?
Yeah,
that would be a catastrophe. That would be the worst thing to happen in all of Arsenal's history. Arsenal is the only Premier League team that has never been relegated, and I would not like that to start now. If that did happen, I think Arteta would definitely be sacked. I think the owners of the club will definitely be looking to rebuild, because once Arsenal goes down to the Championship, our stature as a club is dead. It is completely dead. We can't say that we are a big club anymore, playing in the Championship with the likes of Middlesbrough. I beg you.
Okay, so enough about Arsenal. Let's talk about Manchester United. You know, right now, Manchester United sit third in the Premier League table, and if we beat Leicester on Saturday afternoon, we could go second in the Premier League. David, let me come to you. Even though you're wearing a PSG jersey today, I know that you're a Manchester United fan. Do you think Manchester United are genuinely title contenders?
I think we can be, but with our manager, I don't think we are.
Are you sure it has to do with the manager or your poor form of your striker? Because, you know, if Anthony Martial is your number 9, I don't think that Manchester United could see silverware.
I mean, it's not. I think right now in Martial, we need to relax, because even though he's not scoring, Rashford is doing well. Bruno is chipping in with the goals and the assists. And if you look at Liverpool, when Salah was hit, Mane carried the team. So it happens in football. There are moments when one player will have a bad maybe month or some weeks, some games, but then the other players have to pick up. So with Martial, even with Martial, the thing too is, even though he's not scoring, he contributes with his link-up plays, assists, his creativity. He does well. So aside the goal scoring, he also gives us something else. And Rashford is scoring, Bruno is scoring, Dan James is scoring. So I think we are good on that note. But with the, like I said, with the manager, I don't think I've not seen enough from Ole to think he will be able to win us the league, honestly. Because I think he still lacks tactical creativity. Like with his subs like this, I don't know why he keeps waiting to the 80th minute or 75th. Like at least take some, like with the Leeds game, releasing like 5-2. Pogba was on the bench. Van de Beek, he waited to the 75th to bring him on. Like just make the save, rest players and all that. And yeah, it's tactical. Like I said, in the big games, if it's counter attack, he can do that perfectly. And like Leeds, they played into our hands. We counted them, all that. But when it comes to breaking down teams that sits back, I don't think he has it all. So I'm here to see more from him to be able to know if we are title contenders.
Jason, what do you think about Manchester United being title contenders?
I think it's a dream.
It's a dream.
But this season, I think it's a dream.
Why do you think that?
I think your team is comprised of players that want to play for United but aren't getting the chance to, players that don't want to play for United, and players that are too lazy. Your defense is shocking. You know all the goals they score against your defenders switch off completely. All of them watch the ball, one person drifts into your box and players score. Go back and watch your matches. Your defense is shocking. If you can improve upon that defense, almost definitely. I think your midfield and your attack is one of the best in the league, but your defense is absolutely shocking.
I think you highlighted something I find very interesting. You said lazy players. Are you talking about Anthony Martial? Because it seems that guy can't even run.
I do not watch Manchester United matches unless they're playing against Arsenal. But from what I've seen, I think Luke Shaw isn't the most active player. I think Harry Maguire was £80 million of nothing. Anthony Martial, well, he seems to be your favourite player.
Yeah.
Seems to be your favourite player. And I just feel like if United got a better coach, like Pellegrini is available. Imagine if United were to get a coach like that who has coached PSG, taking them to the highest of highs. Allegri. Allegri. Who has taken PSG to heights. If they got a coach like that instead of OGS, I think you could do wonders. But this season, I don't think it's for you.
All right. That is your opinion. But I genuinely think if Anthony Martial is our main marksman, we are not going anywhere. We cannot dream about a title, and he should think about going to play for Cardiff. Facts. All right. So let's dive deep into the upcoming Premier League fixtures. We are going to start first of all with the first Saturday game at 12:30. That is Manchester United against Leicester City.
I think
Jesse,
that'll be a very interesting match. I think United might get a win, but I think they will scrape a win. I think Leicester have been playing very well, especially since the reintroduction of James Maddison. I think James Maddison is like Leicester's Bruno Fernandes. I think he really makes them tick, and he gives Vardy those passes that he can run onto and score. Vardy has been missing for a very long time. But if you realize it's in accordance with when James Maddison got injured and had to be taken out of the squad. I think the reintroduction of James Maddison has made Leicester much more of a threat than they used to be.
All right, so your prediction?
2-1 United.
David, let me come to you. What do you think about this game on Saturday?
I think Rodgers will sit back and counter. So this game is going to be up to United. You're supposed to break Leicester's defense. So like I said, this is when we have to see if we can do that. If you are going to be title contenders, these are the matches we should be winning. Teams that sit deep and give us the ball and tell us to attack them. So like I said, it depends on United if you are able. But I think we should be able to beat them because we have creative, we have Van de Beek, Pogba, Bruno. Like we have good enough players to beat Leicester. So and we have to take our chances because you know that Leicester will get chances. Vardy, he just needs one chance and it's done. So we need to take our chances. So I will go for 2-1 United win.
Yeah. Me, I genuinely think that once we've put Manchester United in the same statements as winning the title, we are going to flop. Facts. You see, these players, I read a quote from Luke Shaw saying that Manchester United should not be slept on and blah, blah, blah. Bro, I think Manchester United will lose comfortably 2-0. Even though I think they are going to get complacent and it's not going to be good. So the next match I'm going to talk about is Arsenal versus Chelsea. This is a London derby.
Yes, it is.
And Arsenal can't seem to put their shit together. What do you think?
Unfortunately, being realistic, I think Arsenal would lose that match. I think the best case scenario is we could scrape a draw from Chelsea. Chelsea have literally just bounced back. They are looking to catch form again. They are looking to start a new unbeaten and winning run in the Premier League. They lost 3 times in a row, was it? 3 times in a row. And I think now that they have scored in this emphatically as well, the 3-0 victory, Tammy Abraham is playing exceptionally well. Thiago Silva seems to have caught himself. It's only they've lost Ben Chilwell again. That, I think, is a big blow for Chelsea. But then he's a new signing. They were coping before they had him. And so I think Chelsea will be really pushing. Arsenal, on the other hand, our lack of creativity, Aubameyang probably will not play as he should. Pepe is back. So I think Arsenal will manage to score a goal, but I don't think we'll win. I think Chelsea will win that match 3-1.
David, what do you think about that game?
2-0 Chelsea.
Oh, interesting.
So you don't think we'll even score? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't think Aubameyang will come back. I think Chelsea will show that there's a reason why they spent 200 million and Arsenal went for a free transfer for Willian. 3-0 Chelsea.
But give Aubameyang time. I think this rest will be very good for him. I think he's been under too much pressure.
Light skin Danny Welbeck. Okay, let's go to Spurs versus Wolves.
Ooh.
I was tipping Mourinho initially for the title because I liked the way he was playing the football, getting results, not performances. But they seem to have fallen off in the past few weeks. What do you think about that? Majite, let me come to you.
I think it's about time Spurs pick up form, because if you are going to be title contenders, you shouldn't be losing those games you lost to. You shouldn't be losing those games you lost, but then if you lose them, it's your reaction that matters. So for now, I think they have to bounce back. You have to get into some form and win some matches. So I know Wolves again, they will sit back and counter, and I don't know if Spurs will be able to break them down. And Wolves are also dangerous with the counter. Neto, Prudence, and imagine Prudence versus Ori. I don't know, because that guy can make a mistake anytime. So I think it will be a hard-fought game, and I think it will be a draw. So I'll go for 1-1.
Okay, Jason, what do you think?
I have to agree with Majite. I also think it will be a draw. I think this is a case of two sides that are both playing very defensive styles of football. Mourinho's come to Tottenham and completely changed them into a defensive, counter-attacking team. Yes, it's working, but is it sustainable? That one, I guess we'll find out tomorrow, because they're going to be playing against a very similar team in Wolves. I agree that I think the front three of Wolves, depending on whether Adama Traore also plays, will be very vital in determining who will win this match. I think it will be a 2-2 draw.
Very interesting take on that one. I think I still like Mourinho's style. I think it's time to get a victory. So 1-0. Close game.
You like Mourinho's style?
Yeah.
Of sits back.
Yeah. I think it's the best to get results in the Premier League. A lot of people, it's not pleasing to the eye for fans, but I think it's the best.
Can you do that for a 38-game season?
Yeah.
Every single match defensive.
Yeah. It gets the job done. That's what I think. Everybody's entitled to your opinion.
Indeed they are.
Yeah. Because he knows his tactics. Okay, let's go to the champions. Liverpool is up against West Brom. I don't like the way guys are laughing. What's up?
Okay, so 5-0 Liverpool.
5-0. I'm not going to ask why. Jason, what do you think?
I think it will be a bit less than that, so I'll go for 2-0.
2-0. Just to remind you, the Blasters 7 past somebody last week.
Crystal Palace.
Palace is a decent side, you know that, right?
I think Palace is a demoralized side. They had a midfield of Milivojevic and McCarthy against a Liverpool midfield of Henderson. Who did they play? Keita, and I think it was Fabinho that also played.
Fabinho played defensive.
I mean, they never stood a chance. Zaha was. I don't know when Zaha became a striker, but all of a sudden he's become a striker. And our man, our countryman, Mr. Ayew, he's doing nothing for them. Absolutely nothing. But we'll see.
All right. I think there's a reason they're champions. 3-0. So finally, the last game we'll be talking about is Manchester City against Newcastle. Man City just can't seem to score any form of goals this season. Gabriel Jesus is not pulling his weight at all, showing that he's not a Premier League proven striker. And without Aguero, Manchester City is shit. What do you think, David, about the noisy neighbours?
Yeah, I think even though City are not the City of the last 2 seasons, I think they'll still be able to win this game comfortably because Newcastle are not that good in their defense. Even if they decide to sit back, their defense is not even good enough to hold City back. So I think Aguero is fit because he came on their last game against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Whether he's fit enough to start, I'm not sure. Depends on Pep. But yeah, and I think even with Jesus, Torres, Sterling, Mahrez, now I think they are too good attacking wise for Newcastle to hold them back. So I think City is going to win 3-0.
Jason?
I agree that City will win, but in watching their last match, they just, like you said, they just can't seem to score. They can't seem to take their chances. They create chance after chance after chance, but they just can't seem to put the ball in the back of the net. That being said, I agree with David. I don't think Newcastle will be able to hold any sort of wall against the Man City attack. Mahrez, Sterling, De Bruyne, even if Foden gets a chance to play Foden. And I think it will be a comfortable victory, 2-0, Man City.
All right. So that's the end of our show today. Can everybody please make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Thank you.